Hey everyone, welcome to episode 32 of the Star Wars Popcast. My name is Christopher.
And I'm Patrick.
And I'm Lex.
Yeah, and doing this thing again. Where we're talking about some Star Wars Funko Pops. Today we're talking about Funko Concepts, specifically episode 1. Start with episode 1 from the prequels. No, that's not a lot of people's favorite movies. The prequels weren't everyone's favorite. Like, I know Patrick, who is openly a Jar Jar hater. So
it's hard. I didn't hate him. I wasn't a fan of him.
You didn't love him.
I would have much rather. I'll be honest. I liked the edit without Jar Jar. that edit was great. Fan edit I watched, but I mean, I respected everything that he did and the part that he put in, and completely understood why he was there. He was not for my age group at that time when I watched it, and it was made. Obviously, always Star Wars has something for the kids, and that was that part in there. And I understood why he was there. He was that comical part, and I liked him in other things that you got to see him in Clone Wars and stuff like that. I got to appreciate him more. But for what little we got on screen, it wasn't enough for me to like the character. Love the actor. He's awesome. And I love everything he does. So just the character of Jar Jar, I wasn't a fan of at that time.
Yeah. So what's new with you guys? So, because like what did we talk about last week? We talked about all the Funko sodas, the chases and stuff, right?
We went through all the soda. Yep.
So
the crazy or lazy.
Have either of you picked up any crazy or lazy chases lately, or anything in particular?
I didn't pick up like a chase or anything, and I actually haven't even opened it. It just came in, but it's from Funko. Ooh. So I have a feeling. It's the only thing that I've ordered from them, so it has to be the facet Darth Vader, because I love the facets. Like
Patrick converted you to a facet collector, eh?
I had the R2-D2 one. I just
I'm not a big fan.
I've been kind of sleeping.
I love them. They look great.
Yeah, I love Disney, so I feel like it's a nice little pop in my collection, because they aren't typical Star Wars boxes. They are Disney, and it has that really pearlescent box look to it. So I really like the R2-D2. I know they have the C3PO that's going to come out. So I didn't order it right away, but it finally made it into my cart and to my doorstep. So just got to open that box, and I'm excited.
I think there's a Stormtrooper coming too, isn't there, Patrick?
That's what I've heard.
I think it's rumored.
But even the rumor of 3PO and a future Vader is what I heard. So I think they might have something to street cred on that. Too. So I'm hoping for a trooper. I mean, typically whenever they've done a
it's
special
usually
edition,
the Stormtrooper,
the Trooper and R2, a BB.
Boba Fett would be crazy. That would be really cool. I mean, I've only seen the picture of the C3PO to know that it's coming. I know they rumored the Stormtrooper, but I haven't seen anything further. But I am hoping that they do a few more pops of that line. They're just different, different enough that I want to have in my collection.
Yeah. And I agree with you, being that I'm a Disney fan too, but I just exclusively do the Star Wars. So I was really pumped that Star Wars being part of the Disney, they included that in that facet style. I was like, yes, because they do look cool. I mean, that pearl essence shimmer, I don't know what it is, but it looks so.
It makes it look like a diamond or something.
Well, they even have am I wrong in saying they're gem cuts?
Yeah, that's what they look like.
Definitely are.
Around it. I mean, it's cool. It's just different. It's just really unique. And I think that's sometimes what I do like when they do it, where they're going to go out that mile to do that kind of, pearlescent look to it and everything, the paint and everything. And then do the sculpt treatment to kind of match. That's going the mile. And that's why I think that it's a great pop. And I think even Ricky started picking them up too, the facets. So they're gaining traction, because I think, again, unlike some people like to keep them in the box, but if you take those out of the box, they're well worth it, because you get that light and shimmer that you can't get in the box.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Like they're unique enough. Like they are just different. Like they're kind of like to me like what the retro pops are because I really like the retro pops. Like they're just so like unique but still Star Wars. So
yes,
yeah.
But I know Chris isn't a big fan of the retro or the
I mean, it's not that I don't like
it's
the
okay.
facet.
Better than the snowman.
Yeah,
Better than the snowman.
they are better than the snowmen, and they're better than the Valentines.
They
yeah.
are.
Like it's not.
That's like that's not a good comparison because the snowmen are like down here.
The
and
facet ones are up. Yeah, it's not like
yeah.
Even the Valentines are a step up. They're decent. They're just bad paint schemes.
Yeah,
Like, and that's saying something.
Abysmal. But other than that, there's everything else about them rocks for the most part for that holiday. But get rid of that. I'd rather see more Star Wars Halloween.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. And
I really want the ones that Chris mentioned a few episodes back, like the Day of the Dead. Like those would be crazy.
Yeah.
If they do those, because the DC ones I've seen with the Batman and the Joker, they look great.
They're cool.
Yeah, like those are pops that sometimes tempt me to go out of my zone and want to have one, but I resist. I said if I didn't get William Wallace and Braveheart box and breakdown for that, I'm not getting any others.
See, so it's not like I don't like the facet ones. Like they do look cool, but they just don't go with my collection. Like I like.
I get because they're not. Movie.
Yeah, I like movie accurate.
Like they don't go in chronological. I get that.
I know. I look at it. These would be more of not a pop just to collect with the others, but one really to put on its own display, like on a desk nearby, so you can see the light hitting it through the different times of day. Because I think that's something else I enjoy about looking at the Vader.
The way the light shines.
Like sometimes it looks a little more purple. Sometimes it has like this silvery blue. It's just unless you have it, Lex, am I wrong? It really has like this. I don't know. It's like a cool sports car. When certain times of day and light hit it, it slightly has a different shade. Like certain paint jobs, like that pearlescent, it has the same effect. They're really cool.
I mean, I'm excited. I want to open the box up. I was gonna do it just now, but I only have the R2-D2 out, and like even just looking at him, it's really cool. Like that's what inspired me to get the Darth Vader, and I'll probably even get C-3PO and the Trooper if they come out with it. But they're just unique, and basically when you hit the light at different times of the day, they look different, and like the color scheme is really cool. I think they're I appreciate them. I think they're different. They're like something that's not typical Star Wars, but still Star Wars.
Yeah, Chris. I think you'll eventually fall to the dark side.
Well,
one of them will.
I mean, he got us on soda.
I'm gonna end up bringing one in the Cantano or whatnot and smuggle it up to Canada and they're like, Chris, you want something really cool? Boom, and open it up. And he's gonna look at it in the light, and he's gonna be like, oh. Next thing you know, he's gonna be like, scouting everywhere. Video. I'm looking on a hunt for facets.
Hey, I turned you to the dark side for the sodas, so
you did.
We got to get you back because that's done some damage.
So you did your live stream for the top 5 droids last Wednesday at the time when this episode comes out. So so I picked up a droid. I picked up a droid that probably could have been in your top 5. I wish it came out when I did my top 5. Ooh. It's the Ned B.
Oh, Ned B.
Yeah, so
100%. He would have made mine. I would have photographed him.
So
he would have been in there.
Now I'm just waiting for the 5th.
He looks awesome.
He does. And like again, like I know we say it all the time.
We're so excited when they do droids.
Yeah.
Yep.
So good.
Yeah. So now I'm just waiting.
When we first saw him and we talked about him in one of our earlier episodes, we were so excited because we're like, they're gonna kick butt on that one. It's gonna look fantastic. And then we saw the Black Series. We're like, oh, dude, they gotta do the Funko.
Yeah, and I'm glad they did.
So that's when I think a lot of collectors are from the Obi-Wan second wave. That's an awesome one.
So now I'm just missing the 5th brother, but that hasn't came out yet up here.
Yeah, we haven't. The one that I
also has Battle Damage Vader. I think he's supposed to drop in August. Is what when I got my thing because partially shipped from Ozzy, I believe it said like dropping or whatnot August or something like that. I'm like, oh, okay.
Because I was wondering about that. I haven't seen anyone pick it up, like, and that's the one that I really want. Like, out of all of them, I really want that cracked matte Vader.
So. Yeah, I want that, and I really want to. I can't wait because I'm doing my comparison video on that one. Because
to yours,
I just want to see how. I think I can. Just looking at what they've released, I think I can.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Damn, close.
I think so.
Like pretty on the money to what they would end up doing. So I was psyched. Yeah. So, but I am looking this one to work on my another kind of mishmash custom. So you'll see coming up. It's gonna be fun.
They probably saw your post, Patrick, and they were like, "Oh, we have to do that."
I'm surprised. I honestly was holding. I thought they would have done it before I had to go out and buy 2 pops to massacre and sacrifice. But for the greater good, because for me, I wanted to have that moment, and I think at that time, because I tried to get it out right around when Obi-Wan wrapped up. Like I was really excited to get that done and kind of, catch that excitement of the show. So to then have it, like, even if we get it in another month, I just feel like it's kind of lost that excitement a little bit. Like all that, like, wow behind it. Like we'll get it, be like, wow, that's cool, But I think we would have enjoyed getting it closer to when that series ended. It would have been better.
Definitely.
Yeah. The timing on
they missed the mark.
Is off.
Yeah.
So I am excited to see
them. So what did you pick up? Did you pick up anything lately, Patrick?
I have. I did. I picked up a bunch. So I've got both the Purge Troopers.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, those guys are badass. Then I got Max.
That one is so cool.
I love this one. I didn't have the original, so I was very pumped for that. I'm
gonna have to make an order on Aussie Collectibles soon. Get that Max Rebo.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Theo and Balshleia.
Him in the chair is so cool.
Yeah. I'm really. I need to get a different Ewok though. I don't want to just keep shooting Wicket, and I don't have any other Ewoks.
You don't have the other one where he's like drumming on the helmets?
I do have that, but I shot him.
Yeah.
I got the new Luke and Leia Endor. Nice. I'm excited to shoot her because obviously I'm going to do her and Wicket, but I did get Wicket and my goodness, I got too many. So I got my Vader and my Wicket.
So you have all the 40th anniversary ones now, yeah?
I think I've got them all.
Or all the.
I think I got them all except for the con exclusive. I didn't pick that up yet. The Wicket with the slingshot.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pick that up, but I did not as of yet. So, and I still want to look. I really want to look at these 2 Purge Troopers to the other Purge Trooper that I even photographed back months ago, and see how different that is. I'm kind of curious to see how different of a pose.
Because now we have three Purge Troopers from the Kenobi series.
Yeah, that's gonna cool. But I'm Purge Troopered out. At this point, like don't make any other. They are cool looking, so unless they're gonna do something really fantastic, because I still want to get that Purge Trooper from Fallen Order series. I did not pick that one up, and he's starting to skyrocket in price.
Yeah,
he's getting these. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of them. So I think the people that have them are holding on to them, or they're asking some pretty good coin for it.
For sure.
Always.
So let's jump into our main topic here. We'll talk about the episode 1 concept Funko Pops. And what a good intro to have Jar Jar bringing us into the discussion about.
Such a good intro. It's like so fitting.
Perfect.
So, first Funko Pop we're looking at, it's a concept from J. Biv Art, and who's the other artist there that collaborated with him? I'm not too sure.
Looks like Natharos Funkos, but I'm not 100%.
Yeah. So this is a movie moment with Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, and then the protocol droid. I can't remember, TC-14, I think it was.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think it was,
I know the scene.
Yeah, I think it was
the name of that
TC-14 at your service. This way, please. Sounds about right.
Ooh. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and then there's some toxic gas at the bottom, like close to the base. So Yeah,
That's
if you're
cool.
watching on YouTube, it's it looks really really awesome. If you're just listening to us on Spotify or Apple Music or wherever you find your podcasts, definitely check out the video podcast on YouTube because these concepts they look pretty incredible. What do you guys think about this
Yeah,
one?
that's a really
Yeah, right?
solid. Like I mean, as soon as I saw it, I knew exactly what
Yeah,
scene. I was like, that's awesome. Like the gas, the protocol droid, the two of them, lightsabers ignited, like perfect. I
yeah,
love that. That's
yeah.
awesome.
It's a great movie. It would make a great movie moment. Like, I think we just need more prequel pops overall,
Just
just
in
because I'm a
general,
huge
yeah,
prequel fan. But
yeah,
this one is just
Yeah.
really cool, so I'm a big fan of
yeah,
it. He did a phenomenal job with this
yeah,
concept.
yeah. If Funko actually made this, because I think this would be the first time they put three pops on a base together. I think because usually they do like two
At least for
characters.
Star Wars, I
Yeah,
think.
usually they do two characters for each of these movie moments. So this would be a first for Star Wars, I think. But very cool nonetheless.
It'd be worth
So the next one,
Yes, I will.
our friend Andrea at the Padawan Chronicles teamed up with what was it, J Bivart again on this one.
I think it is Jay Bivart.
Yeah,
He did a few. She commissioned him for like a few different Padme concepts
yeah,
from each of the prequels. So this was one of the first
yeah,
ones, and it's
yeah.
magnificent.
I
I love
love
this one too.
Amidala.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is that red dress. I think where did she wear this? Coruscant? Is this a Coruscant dress? I think it's a.
Where's
I
Andrea
bet
when
so.
we need her?
Yeah, out in Naboo.
Yeah, I don't think it's a Naboo dress because that one had like the orange lights at the bottom and the extension cord running out.
That's a different
Yeah, so I
one.
think
Yeah,
this is Coruscant.
I guess it's Coruscant.
I think it's
Yeah,
Coruscant.
but
I'm like kind of 90%
yeah,
positive.
because we don't have a Padme from Episode 1, do we? We have Attack of the Clones. We have Revenge of the Sith. Oh, actually, no, we do. We do have the other one.
Oh, we
Yeah,
have
the blue
yeah, and
box.
there's one of
The blue
her.
box that nobody
Yeah.
has because it's too expensive.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's like a ripped shirt. Yep, from the
Yeah.
arena.
Well, I have the one.
No,
No,
that's
I think the
episode
red
2.
dress.
It's
blue
the red
box.
dress, yeah. The red dress from Naboo.
I have the episode 2
Oh,
one.
yeah. Yeah, it's the red dress from Naboo that like the soda, the Funko soda. I think it's like that one.
Yeah, it's like exactly
Yeah.
like the soda.
Yeah,
It's got
I
the
forgot about that
headpiece,
one.
the long sleigh
Yeah,
dress.
because it's up there in price.
Because it's probably so expensive.
But this one looks cool.
It's I think it's one of the most expensive
Yeah.
ones, right? Of the
I think so.
one of the most.
It's definitely up there, especially with like the holographic Darth Vader and all of those. It's one of the expensive
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah. So, what do you think? You think Funko will ever make one like this?
I can't see why they wouldn't, right? Like,
well, it's a long way away from another anniversary for Episode 1. So, we gotta wait till like 2029 for the next one.
Yeah. Oh, there's I heard rumor that they're trying to get Natalie Portman back in the Star Wars.
That'd be cool,
and that would be great. Maybe it's tell some earlier stories.
Yeah.
With Padme. Who knows?
I mean, that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe if those rumor mills are true and we get something like that one day, that'd be cool, and maybe that would be that push to get these pops again. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, I wonder was Hayden Christensen coming back to reprise his role as Anakin for Vader, was that part of the motivation to do double bladed, finally like a Clone Wars or Attack of the Clones version of Anakin?
Maybe.
So I don't,
good point.
I wonder, right? I mean, could that have pushed it finally to give us that pop? I don't know, but I'll take it. And if that has to happen again, come on, bring it on.
Yeah, agreed.
Love to see that.
So the next one is I can't remember who did this one, but it's a Captain Panaka one, and just I don't know, prequels in general. Like there's so many cool characters with different outfits. Like the outfits from these movies were just incredible. So like Captain Panaka, like why don't we have this one yet?
Yeah, I thought for sure they would have done one, and no. He's had a couple like vintage collection stuff like that. So why not?
Yeah, I feel like it's unique enough. Like, he's a well-known character. You can pick him out if you were to see him. Like, I like the design of it too. Like his hat, like just all of it. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I bet Patrick would have preferred this one to the Jar Jar Funko Pop.
You know what? No. See, you're wrong. Jar Jar's more. I think Jar Jar is a more iconic character of the prequels.
Yes.
Like 100% more than this character for sure. So I can't knock. See, just because I didn't like him for
you're not going to live it down, Patrick.
I know. I'm gonna die with this burden of not liking Jar Jar now. Jeez.
You know how you can redeem yourself when you go to your Rhode Island Comic-Con and you ask Ahmed Best to come on the podcast.
Oh, I'm gonna have to tell him. You know, I know, and you know what? I will give him the real deal. I will be on the level with him. Yeah, that's just the kind of guy I am. You know, I'll be on the level with him and say, hey, I wasn't a huge fan of the character you played. Loved everything you did for it. Now that, man, I was so excited. And as I got older, you know, I understood and appreciated it. You know why I said, but I just wasn't a fan. Come on, and you know it. But I loved you when you started doing your Keller and Beck, even on the Jedi training show, and getting to see him reprise that role in Mando. That was cool. Awesome. So
well deserved.
Yeah, and I really want to try to get a Keller and Beck custom and get him to sign it. Like, he's awesome, and you know, if I could, I would get him to sign one of my Jar Jars. I did get the Jar Jar Funko, man. I got it, and you know, this character as well. I honestly thought we had him as a pop for the longest time. I was like, not by this, but I just thought when we were talking prequels before, I always thought they had one, and I'm kind of surprised they didn't.
I'm shocked.
Right?
Yeah,
I think he is bigger. You would recognize him more than you would the blue Imperial Guard for the Senator. I know they made that one because at first I wasn't sure, and I think you or somebody mentioned it, and sure enough, they did make that one. So I think he stands out more than those guys.
Yeah, it's too bad, but maybe one day. So next we have a young Obi-Wan from Episode 1, which again that's another one we don't have. We have Episode 3 Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't even think we have an Episode 2 Kenobi. So
no mullet.
No
we
mullet.
Don't have a mullet Obi-Wan.
Nope.
No mullet Obi-Wan. But that's okay. That's okay. I don't like the mullet one. This one would be great.
Yeah.
This one's really cool. And I like that it has the braid. Like, it's just so cool.
Yeah.
I love like the Padawan looking ones. Like, that's why I love the Anakin with like the dual blades, because it gives a similar look to that. And I feel like I love them as like young Padawans before they become masters.
Yeah. Have a young Anakin like that from Phantom Menace at the end.
Yeah.
Wait.
That.
Oh yeah, with him as with like
braid.
With the braid. Yeah, I was gonna say because they have him as a pod racer, which I have, but they don't have him as like young with the braid. Yeah, you're right.
That'd be cool. I think they did do like a young Anakin like that, where he was just hero pose, and I really didn't like it. The one with the pod racer goggles one, that's fire.
Yeah, I love that one. I have that one. I don't have the other one. But
I need to get the other one.
I felt like him with the pod racing goggles was so epic.
Me too. Like, that was iconic of that movie.
Especially because
I almost the jacket I saw at box lunch.
Yeah,
I was like,
that
one and that pod racer Anakin goes really well with the Sebulba that they released. With one of the last Smuggler's Bounty boxes there, right? So
yep. He is a cool pie. I think he's an underrated, and I think. Did you put him in your top 5 creatures?
Sebulba? Yeah, I put Sebulba in mine. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I thought you did.
Sebulba's one I don't have yet, but I really want him because I want to like collect up the prequels.
Yeah.
So definitely need to get him.
Yeah. We also.
Well, that's one they should do the pop rides for. Do him and Annie and their pod racers.
We'll just wait, Patrick.
So the next one's Episode 1, Qui-Gon Jinn. And we did get an Episode 1 Qui-Gon Jinn. It was labeled as what was it? It was across the galaxy, but Tatooine. Even though he didn't.
Oh yeah, this is the one that really really gets you chafed.
Because
they named it wrong. It's not.
It was titled as a Tatooine pop, but the base looks like the Jedi Temple, and he's wearing robes that he didn't even wear on Tatooine. So
there it is.
Yeah.
Someone did not fact check, and you've been called out.
But I mean, this pose looks pretty cool.
Putting you on notice. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, this looks like where he's just about to do battle with Darth Maul.
Yeah, just about.
I mean, they released that version of Maul right before he's.
I'm just trying to think, like, when did that Power of the Galaxy, or not Power, Across the Galaxy Qui-Gon come out? Was this the same year, 2022? It came out a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So this concept,
2020.
This concept could be just before that came out.
I feel like it was like during COVID.
Yeah, it was.
Time, right? It's in weird time. Yeah, I think it was COVID time.
But either way, I mean,
I just like how.
Yeah, I would pick up another Qui-Gon if they made another Qui-Gon.
If they made something like this, I would pick it up. I didn't pick up the other one, but I like how his hair's flowing, like his
this has movement.
Like, I like the pose, you know. Like, if they made this one, I would totally pick this one up.
Yeah, I think these kind of sculpts look great. With like you're saying, where it's blowing in the wind, there's motion, there's something going on. I love that.
So the next one is another Padme pop. This one's a handmaiden one. This is one again. Our friend Andrea from the Padawan Chronicles showed on her live stream a while back there. But another fire pop.
Very. I would like to have more. I mean, I don't think we need a Padme in every outfit. Sorry, Andrea. No. But I do think that we need more Padme pops, especially since the ones 2 out of the 3 that have been released are pretty pricey. Yeah. It would be nice to see more Padme pops. It really would.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of outfits to choose from too. So I mean.
And there's some really signature ones that, like, I feel like they slept on. I mean, all of her
signature.
I mean, they're all pretty signature, honestly. Yeah. But I feel like there's some that, like, you just know that is Padme.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? If they made one of every outfit, I would buy them.
I mean, I would too. I love Padme. But
I get most of them. This one be one of them. I like this one.
Yeah. There's some cool ones out there.
So the next one. This is one that should have been the Tatooine Qui-Gon with the poncho.
Yes.
The poncho.
Poncho.
Like this would also pair so well with that Darth Maul from the what was it, 2016 Celebration exclusive? My favorite Funko Pop, and the one that you just took an image of there, Patrick, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, recently took a photo of this guy. Yeah, I do love that.
Like this one would pair really well with that. So why? Well, yeah.
I mean, that's what you see him in. Like, most of the time, he is wearing that poncho while they're on Tatooine, like almost the entire movie, essentially. Almost. So I don't know why they haven't, but I mean, it would be a really cool concept.
Yeah,
we definitely need more Qui-Gons.
Yeah, just more prequel pops in general, but yeah, Qui-Gon for sure. So the next one, another one that our friend Andrea shared on her stream. This is the handmaiden, different handmaiden look when she was kind of fitting in with the crowd on Tatooine there. Another iconic look, because she wore this outfit for like the majority of the movie.
Yes, she did.
Yeah. So
I definitely think that one's pretty iconic, and it would pair nicely with like the Sebulba and
Anakin,
having like that young Annie. So they would go nice together.
Yeah, I think so too.
I concur. I like this one. I mean, I think when they released the figures, even when the movie first came out, I think this is the first one they released.
This is one of the first ones. Yeah,
was this outfit, right? Like, so I like the fact that Andrea and the concept artist really thought about which ones they were picking, because when they put this one up, I was like, this is a take your money. Like, even if you had the figures, this is iconic of even that. So you're gonna get it, right? I 100%. This is one of the better ones.
And the hairstyle too. The hairstyle looks really cool. Like, I like what they've been doing really with like the pop hair, like on some of the females.
Yeah, especially the new Endor Leia. that Patrick just picked up. That one.
Or even the one, I forget her name, but she's like blonde and she was from Andor.
Val.
What they did with her
Val.
hairstyle.
Yes.
Yeah. That was impressive.
Oh, the hair sculpt on that is killer. Like that one and the double-bladed Anakin Lex, I think with you like the braid. Those two are so detailed with hair.
It's too good. They're doing really well. We need to keep moving forward. No steps back.
We gotta be going up, not down.
Chris
Literally.
And Chris even noticed those little hair tossles in like the Leia Power of the Galaxy, one that they had. I didn't pick up on that until you said it, and here I photographed it, and I was like, oh, really? Oh yeah, look at that! I didn't even notice that little detail, but yeah, they are getting so much better at those. But could you imagine them doing this hair, the braids and stuff with this hair? It'd be awesome. Because Rivas looks
Rivas is another one.
Rivas is very intricate.
Yeah, I mean, they did some good. So the sculpts are getting better and better.
They are, and they're doing different stuff too, like having them sit in chairs, laying down, like they're stepping their game up. So
that Max Rebo playing his little keyboard, that looks that's fire. I'm so pumped to get that one. I need to get him in front of me.
There's one. This is
there you go, Patrick.
Yeah, this is one that I need to make. A pop ride of Anakin in his pod racer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lex, you're right. Take our money. This is I want this.
Yeah. Like
it's just like signature.
I would have preferred this to the some of the ones that they're doing with like Ahsoka and the Jedi Starfighter. I'd rather have this.
Well, because it's more movie realistic. In a way.
But like,
I just think it's cool. They could do some really cool stuff with it. Like I could just see it, like not have even as just as a concept. Like I could see this as a pop, and it would be really impressive.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, you already have the head. Like
100%. Actually, I've been trying to figure out how to capture an image of this. I was showing Christopher. I have my original Anakin pod racer vintage collection, and I'm like, oh man, I want to be able to take that and shoot that with the pop. And I was finding like real difficulties and limitations trying to shoot it inside the way I want to get the angle and everything, and I need to have the light. And then for the longest time we had so much rain, and then since then I've been just like flat out busy shooting all this other stuff, doing other things. So that's one I really want to come back to, because that to me prequels the pod race scene, like episode 1 pod. Oh come on, that was fire.
Yeah, for sure. And then next up, we have Sebulba in the pod racer, which again, like, we have the head sculpt from the Smuggler's Bounty Sebulba. So,
yep,
we have the head sculpt for both of them.
Both of them,
yes, agreed. These would be easy turnarounds in a pop ride.
They would look sick, like to just be able to like kind of put them together, like. I wish Funko would.
Because if you have one, you're gonna need the other, right?
Yeah,
like you have to have the race. You have to.
It'd
be awesome.
Yeah, for sure. So here's a neat one. So that I can't remember who the artist was who did this one, but
J-Biv.
J-Biv, yeah. So they did a concept of Darth Maul on the Sith speeder, but then they also did like a Funko Pop shirt in the same style. So. Yeah, this one, take my money, because I love Darth Maul.
Yes, you do.
I thought you have this in a bank.
Yes, I have the I have the old Applause coin bank. Yeah, it's very cool.
That's cool. I mean, I like when they do the Funkos like on and off, like on the speeder bike or like in something similar to that, like when they're like in motion. I feel like they do such a good job with that, and like this would be a really cool one
with like the cape
and like you could even put the little
him.
Droid. Yes. And like on the shirt it's got the droid, like you could totally do a little thing like kind of behind him, like with him tracking,
holding him up.
Yeah.
So cool.
Heck, I would just take the shirt. The shirt is awesome too. So
the shirt is really cool too. It's like a plus.
Yeah, exactly. You had me at Maul.
Literally.
And speaking of Maul, here's another one. So another movie moment. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, even if they didn't do a movie moment like this, but the movie moment would be cool. But even if they didn't do this, they just needed Qui-Gon to go with that other Maul. But this is cool because of the pose on this one.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
I like the clashing of the lightsaber, like where you can kind of see where it's like kind of.
Because they did the same thing on the Last Jedi pops, the movie moments with like Rey and Rey and Kylo, where they're fighting the Praetorian guards there. Yeah, you get that same.
Yeah, it's just cool
effect. Yeah. So
the Poncho Qui-Gon, the hooded Maul.
Yeah.
Too good. Cool. Too good.
Yeah.
Or even just like a 2-pack where you could pose them together. Like, I don't even need the base. Like, just give me something, you know?
Like they've been doing with the 2-packs with the Clone Wars. Like, they could just start doing 2-packs. I'm good with that.
I'm down.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I mean, Patrick would love it because then, he's not limited by, they're stuck in this pose side by side. Like, you can move them further apart and Patrick can photograph them. And
exactly.
Yep.
I love the 2-pack. I really do. They're a lot easier. Like, there's a movie moment that's really just perturbs me is I've got the Bespin one and Luke versus Vader. And what really bothers me is that Luke's lightsaber is there's a significant difference in the length of it compared to Vader's, so much so that it goes all the way into like Vader's eye.
Huh.
Like, it's long, and I'm like, was that the resin just printed like that as a mistake? Because Vader's is significantly shorter. I'm like, and it isn't broken. That's the way it's supposed to be. But Luke's is like extremely longer and into the other pop. So, and you can move Vader's head so that it doesn't break it. But at the same time, I'm almost debating taking like a little nail clip or something, just clipping the end of it.
Dare.
So that
you wouldn't dare.
I'm debating it.
I mean, you could like kind of X-Acto knife it and kind of try to.
Yeah.
I don't have that one, so that would be interesting to see. Maybe send me a picture of it later.
Yeah. I mean, that's one I don't have either.
Or you can grab it now.
Or I grab it
from your pile of pops.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, you are right. That is really long.
I mean, he's going into his eye.
Yeah.
Right? It's odd to me. And look at the length in Vader's. It's such a significant difference.
Yeah, it's literally poking Vader in the eye.
Right? So like I was like, okay, I could like, move Vader and turn his head a little bit this way to photograph. So I was really struggling. I had meant to shoot this, I don't know, months back.
It's like right in there.
I had
it's right
images, and I had such a hard time. It's like right in his eye.
That's so weird.
Right? And you can see on camera how significant the length of difference
is. They say size doesn't matter, Patrick,
weird.
But I guess in this case, it must.
That's why I wondered if it was like the resin just went.
Yeah. Or something like that. Somebody at Funko was like, "Yeah, you know what? Hey, we'll make Luke this young guy with a longer lightsaber."
Yeah, but I don't know, because I'm always worried, like the way it hits him. If he jiggles the wrong way and bobbles, it gets caught and snap, and breaks the whole thing off Luke. That's so. Maybe the X-Acto knife and just take a little snippet off, because I think I feel better about that and losing a little bit off the top there as opposed to breaking the whole thing off. Yeah,
that's true. That is true. So the next one we have, where are we here? There we go. So his name, what was it? Yarrow Poof or Proof? Or can't remember his name.
He's odd.
Yeah, he's one of the Jedi from the Jedi Temple in the console there. The guy with a really long neck. But like,
I know he's going for
seeing this concept. It's like, you know what? You could do a Kaminoan. Or Kaminoan.
Kaminoan,
however you want to pronounce it.
I agree. That's what I was thinking when I saw this at first. But I don't know, not bad. This one kind of reminds me of like if Sporky became a Jedi.
Yeah.
From it, looking at him, it kind of reminds me of Sporky with the big eyes. But I do like it. Would be cool.
Yeah, I mean the eyes are different. Yeah, the eyes are really, really different on this one.
Yeah, he kind of looks.
Or he looks
Very
like
stoned.
similar to like Roger on American Dad.
Yeah. I guess his name is Yarel
Yarl
Poof.
Poof.
Poff.
Poof.
Yeah, Poof.
Yeah.
Poff. Something like that.
Either way,
I'm bad
yeah.
at pronunciation.
We need more Jedi pops, anyways. So
yeah, well, just overall,
yeah,
silly looking or not.
Yeah, for sure. The next one we have another episode 1 pop. This is Padme in I don't even know what you would call this outfit. She's got so many outfits. What would you call this one? Her decoy pop look. Her
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I would say the decoy.
I mean, thank God for like the numbers that they have on the boxes, because like if they just released them all as Padme's, like you'd have to go by a number.
They'd probably like specify.
Yeah, but I mean they don't with every other character.
Or like mislabel it.
Or mislabel it. We'll have another duplicate number somewhere.
Padme on Tatooine, and she's clearly on Coruscant.
Oh man,
it's funny too because the Ahsoka the White, they didn't give it any name or anything. Just it's Ahsoka the number.
Yeah,
everyone's like Ahsoka the White. Like, that's what I called it.
Yeah,
like right, get not the White. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, I mean that's what I call her too. Because I mean, like with that one, the Ahsoka the White, like you know, Dave Filoni took that straight out of Lord of the Rings with the Gandalf the White, right? Because he's a big he's a big Lord of the Rings fan too. So
big time, yeah.
It was just giving Gandalf,
yeah,
like Star Wars Gandalf. Like
I was totally expecting Ahsoka to be like, you know, you shall not pass, you know.
We might get that in Ahsoka somehow.
Yeah,
you never know.
She'll stand up to like Balin or whatever his name is, and you know, you shall not pass.
A Jedi arrives just at the exact time when he's supposed to, when he or she's supposed to have arrived.
She flies in on a giant what's that bird's name? Morai or something. The you know the owl or whatever that bird was. That's always around. Yeah, she'll fly on a giant version of that bird.
That could be crazy. I am hoping, fingers crossed, for some Loth wolves.
Yeah, I mean we saw the wolf cat, so why not?
Come on,
I hope so.
Yeah,
right. That could you imagine him running on the Loth wolves and they like what is that? Like, is it force or and they get to another place? That'd be so cool.
And then like and then the pop ride. You could do the pop ride of like whoever riding the wolf.
Yes. Like, could you imagine an episode rolls up and you've got like a loaf wolf with Ahsoka riding it and everyone's like, woo! And all of a sudden another one walks up and Rex is riding it. Dude, break the internet. That will break the internet.
I'm looking forward to our top 5 picks for each Ahsoka episode. Because we did it with the what was the last one we did? The Mando season 3 pops. So it should be interesting to do it with the Ahsoka pops too, because
it's gonna be so awesome.
There's gonna be so many pops that we're
gonna
be
like,
yeah, I know. Every episode that Hera's in, we're gonna the Hera. There's the Hera pop.
Well, and
Ahsoka. Yeah, Ahsoka in this pose. Ahsoka in this pose.
In this outfit.
I mean, we see her in the trailer in that blue kind of Republic outfit. Yeah. So
that one's
that would be cool.
Like,
yeah. That totally reminded me of the time suits from Avengers Endgame, which makes sense because they're doing some time traveling with the world between worlds, right? So they need their special suits. Every good time travel show or movie needs their time travel suits, right? I mean, Back to the Future, he had the yellow jumpsuit, right? The radium suit or whatever it was.
When he goes, I'm Darth Vader. Yes.
So here's another concept, again by Jay Bivart, and I think this one's by J Riz Customs as well.
Fun Concepts.
Yeah. Another collaboration. This one's cool. I don't think Funko would ever do this because it's too violent. But I mean,
I agree, but
cool. I don't know. I mean, they did the Luke, the Dagobah face off with Luke, and the head.
Yep.
So I mean, that's kind of borderline, right? So
yeah, I didn't even think of that. I'm looking at it right now too. You're right, I didn't even think.
How cool would this be?
Or maybe him not even like cut in half, like maybe just them dueling, like at that last, But we also got a duel of the three of them already.
Or give me the shaft that you have to look down and you just see a spring of him. The whole body's the bubble.
Yeah,
he's just his half. Just his half.
Yeah,
that would be funny.
You have to look down, like, oh, there he is.
Just a half maul.
Yeah,
it'll be a 2-pack. The top half and the bottom half on their separate bases. I mean, I would still buy it too if they did that.
That'd be fun.
I would too, probably.
So speaking of 2-packs, speaking of 2-packs, another one that our friend Andrea had commissioned. I can't remember. Again, I think it might have been Jay Bivart or someone like that. I can't remember. But
yep.
Yeah, a 2-pack of Padme and Captain Panaka, which, again, like why don't we have these two looks? They're very iconic.
Yeah, and I like the posing on these. They complement each other well. Even standalone, they're great. I really like.
Yeah, fantastic.
It would be a fire 2-pack. I feel like that is signature to Phantom Menace. Having those two characters, like I lost for words is why Funko hasn't done this already.
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed. And again, another Padme pop from the end of the movie there.
This one's so unique and such a gorgeous design. Like this, Lex, would you agree? Seeing the pearlescent kind of effects that we get in those facets applied to this.
Yeah, that could be pretty cool.
The only way this one would be better is if she was holding that globe at the end.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
From the end, 100%.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I'm surprised. Like, why didn't they? Because that really ends that.
Yeah.
Like, that ends the movie.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. So
I love it. Regardless, I love this. But you're right. If they are going to do it, hands over the head, hold the whole sphere. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would probably make it a little bit better, but I feel like there's just such a uniqueness to this, like the little headpiece, the back, even just how her dress is, like it'd be cool. It'd be really cool.
So that's the last concept that we have, but there are a lot of others that actually I don't think I've seen concepts for. Like I know Patrick and I have talked about it. I don't know if we talked about it on the Popcast. It might have been on one of my earlier live streams on my other channel, but like Boss Nass, Captain Tarples.
Yes.
I haven't seen concepts for any of those.
No.
It's like the.
I don't think I have either.
Those would be some fine additions, right? Like characters that each. Why do you even like those? Those have the uniqueness to them, right? They're iconic because they're so different from others that they've had in the universe. So like Boss Nass, as soon as you see it, you know exactly what it is. There's no like, oh, he's a Wookiee or he's one.
No, you know who it is.
It's Boss Nass and the story. Yeah. And what was the other
Captain Tarples.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Yes.
Could you imagine if they did one of them like Captain Tarples or Jar Jar on one of those what was that creature that they ride?
I was literally just thinking that.
It's not an Eopie, but it kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah. Yes. Like that would be a massive pop.
That would be huge. Yeah. Because they sit upright and it stands upright, kind of. So that'd be crazy.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Yeah, so many Funkos, and then again, like the battle droid. We still don't have any battle droids.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm super surprised on that. I might have to track me down one of those wacky. Yeah,
because they do have a wacky wobbler, which is also made by Funko. So.
Yeah, I might have to track that down just to have one to shoot. Because I think that's something I want in the collection.
Yeah, for sure. Me too. So that'll do it for this episode. Patrick, where can people find you when you're not on the Popcast here?
When I'm not on the Star Wars Popcast with both Lex and you, Chris, you can find me on my channel, Toy Photographer, where I'm doing creative images of some of my favorite and hopefully yours of Star Wars Funko Pops. Just creating different scenes from movies and stuff like that are iconic, and doing some BTS and how I create those images. Besides that, I don't have much going on. So, Lex, what do you got going on when you're not on the Star Wars Popcast with us?
Well, when I'm not here talking with you and Chris about all things Star Wars Funko Pops, I am on my own channel where I do anything and all things Star Wars, so unboxings, comic reviews. I've been doing some DIY projects lately, so honestly, anything Star Wars and just being able to share my collection with all you guys is what I love doing. So that is stuff that I take pride in. But Chris, when you are not here with me and Patrick, where can the people find you?
Well, when I'm not on the Popcast with you and Patrick, I am on my own channel, Seriously Star Wars, doing weekly Star Wars reviews and still finding some top 5 and top 10 videos to do. So I do have another one that you guys might want to follow up on. So I will give you guys a little sneak peek after we're done here. But definitely thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your favorite podcasts. And we will see you in the next episode.